difference within their body in terms of attenuation. So I would go for just a binary segmentation, and yeah, and actually these are the parameters for the iterative spectral reconstruction. Yeah, and this is so the field, or yeah, the field of view we scanned, so it cannot be modified. Yeah, you can make it smaller, but you cannot cover more, of course. You can also zoom, you can modify the palette window, and so on. Okay, so we apply some filters like regularization, but as a rule, what we always recommend is to set up all the parameters to be medium, because it usually results in a good image quality. But there might be some, I don't know, some exceptional studies or scans where you need to modify some parameters, but just make sure that the medium is not good enough for you, and after that you should modify some of the parameters. So the resolution, yeah, but I don't think that we can go higher than that. Yeah, the resolution is 256 is the highest we can go. The iteration, so the number of iteration always affects the time which is necessary to the reconstruction be completed. So the medium is enough. The subset is something which can make the reconstruction time shorter, but it is not as flexible or not that logical than it is the way for the PET systems, because it is somehow related to the protocol type and yeah, what we use for the scan, but it actually can be either 1 or 3. But so we should go for 3 because it's higher than 1, but that's all. The Monte Carlo quality is something which is really important, because it means that so we can use only a part of the detected counts for the reconstruction and still have good image quality. But if we use, just a portion of the detected counts, the time will be shorter, which is necessary for the reconstruction to be completed. But if we use high Monte Carlo quality, so all the counts will be used. So longer reconstruction time, but more precise image at the end. Let's do it a medium. Attenuation and scatter correction is something we want to apply. It can also be none, but in that case, of course, there will be no quantification. So you will only have counts in every voxel, so no concentration. So let's turn it on. Yeah, the geometrical calibration, so there is 2 options. So either original or the latest, because yeah, okay, for now it doesn't matter because it's the same, but so you might need to reconstruct data from last year and with a new geometrical calibration, and you might realize at some time point that so the latest is better than the original one, so there is a possibility to choose between them. Okay, decay reference time. So you can choose not to have decay correction, or you can select the start. The start means the start of the acquisition, or you can select the admin, which is the start of the administration, which is the injection itself. Okay, so because usually you have to wait about half an hour after the injection. That's an average post-injection time, and usually people go for the start. For the reference time, it depends on you.
I will use the
Administration,
administration.
okay. And yeah, we want to have quantitation. Yeah, and use original calibration. Yes, and activity concentration. Okay, the collimator plate penetration has to be turned on if you have high energy isotope, which means like higher than 300.
If we don't choose the higher or use
他在问我们问题，
or
没有，就是比较高能的要搞这个，什么点131之类的。
I don't know if you use the high energy with isotope, but in the destruction we don't select the high or what?
I don't really understand what is the question is. So what it does, that it actually consider that some portion of the photons can fly through the aperture itself, so not the holes, but the material itself, and this is what it kind of I don't know. This
It's
is
just a
a feature which corrects this effect.
算是
Yeah, that's the
就
only
是
thing.
high 就是高能的，然后它会直接穿透那个 detector，所以不会被侦测到。但是它如果按了那个的话，它就可以侦测到那高能的。
那多少算高能？
What is the energy? What is the energy for the high energy?
I think it's higher than 300. I would say.
900?
300
So the like that 171, you have to use this.
Yeah.
Oh, 131. 然后我写了。
Okay, and so still you can do it, or you can actually start the reconstruction in two different ways. So one is that we will press next and then start, but there is also an in-queue button. So which means that if we press it, we can close the protocol and open another spec data which we don't have now for reconstruction and in-queue and so on. So set up all of them, and at the end, so there will be a list under the spec tab, and we will just press enable processing, and they will be finished one by one.
就是如果你有2个、3个要 recount 的话，你可以按那个
increase 下面都弄。
这个 increase ENQUEUE，这个可以重组好几个。对。
不同条件可以调。
So you don't have to wait